Lord is good, and he's good all the time. He makes a way out of no way.
I think the role of religion with Evander was the lifesaver in the middle of an ocean when it needed to be. I think it was a buoy, you know, that was floating there to grab onto and pull him where he had to be pulled when he was in tough situations.
It's the most important thing in his life, you know, because his mother instilled that in him from the time he could walk and talk.
All of your life you've been told in terms of your pursuit of what you're trying to do that you can't do. And yet there's a scripture that he wore on his trunk. Philippians 4:13 says, I can do all things through Christ that strengthen me.
He has genuinely believed through his career that he was on a mission that was bigger than just boxing. That particular belief propelled and inspired him to reach his potential and then to go way beyond that.
I thank God for allowing me to be a vessel. Thank God for allowing me to change the world with this fight.
I bear witness there's one God, and I bear witness that Prophet Muhammad is the prophet of God.
Holyfield said to me, I'll tell you what this fight's about. I said, what's it about? He said, I'm going to show Mike Tyson my God's more powerful than his God.
One thing in life I want you all to know, you can count me out, but I believe in Jesus. Because I believe in Jesus, I can get over things.
Early this morning in Atlanta, 35-year-old Willie Holyfield was shot and killed in his home. Willie Holyfield is the older brother of Evander Holyfield, the world heavyweight champion.
In 1996, 4 years after the murder of his brother Willie, Holyfield's mother Annie died from injuries sustained in a car accident. Then, in 1998, his brother James was sentenced to life in prison for rape and child molestation.
I've seen him endure more things than most human beings can endure. If he didn't have the faith that he has, I mean, he'd probably be a basket case with all the problems he didn't have.
All more thus far. Evander bleeding, holding on.
After Holyfield lost his title to Michael Moore in April of 1994, he was hospitalized and diagnosed with a serious heart ailment, a non-compliant left ventricle.
I'd like to thank the Lord for letting me have 23 years of this boxing career.
I think Evander, in his heart, so to speak, never really felt like he was finished. And certainly he never wanted his career to end that way.
When medical science failed him, he was going to what he considered to be a higher authority. And was caught up in this very charismatic man and his charismatic mission.
Emotionally at sea, Holyfield fought back by praying and attending revivals led by faith healer Benny Hinn.
Then he spoke, do you, believe that God can heal you? And Evander said, yeah. He said, do you want to be healed? And Evander said, yeah. So he had him to come up on stage, and Evander was slain in the spirit.
I went to the Benny Hinn thing, and he said, hey, your heart is healed. Go back to the doctor and tell him to check it out.
As it turned out, the heart ailment that he supposedly had was somewhat misdiagnosed because in the emergency room after the fight, he had been overhydrated and overdrugged with too many painkillers.
There is no question